Hey guys, Tyrant here, and I'm here with another Airsoft review. This time I'm bringing you the Echo 1 Vector Arms CPM, but we all know it's an AK74u, so let's move on. First thing I gotta say about this gun is the weight. Oh my god, this gun feels incredible. It is full metal, with the exception of the front handguard that is very, very plasticky. In terms of the composition of the metal, though, I'm pretty sure it's pretty crappy pot metal, and I will go ahead and tell you one horror story about this gun. Very soon after I got it, a friend of mine was handling it, and he literally just grazed the edge of the front sight right here, and it snapped clean off. Yeah, very cheap metal. And soon after that, he asked if he could try the flash outer on one of his guns, which is an AK74u, but I believe it was JG. So he asked if I would remove it so he could just try it out, because he was still waiting for his in the mail. And as I was removing it, the entire front end just splintered in my hands. So that is what I will say about the composition of the metal of at least this front sight. It is very cheaply made. I did get a replacement for it. I think it's a little bit stronger, so I mean it could have just been a really cheap batch of metal that happened with that first round, and now it does feel and look a lot better. But with that out of the way, the rest of the gun feels fantastic. I don't know if I would recommend it as an entry-level gun though, because just, I mean, personal preference, AK74Us just don't feel as comfortable to me, especially this gnarly ass stock back here. It's just really unforgiving metal. You know, you push that against your shoulder. If you have a lot of padding there, that's fine, but it's just really unforgiving, you know, all day holding that right there, and just AKs in general just don't feel as comfortable to me. You know, if you're wanting something just really standard, really great for a starter gun, I suggest just something basic like an M4, an MP5, something like that. But if you are a huge fan of AKs, then I would definitely recommend this guy. I mean, just feels really solid out of the box. So far, I have not found a brand of mag that does not work with it. These are Echo 1s right here, I believe. I also have some... Pardon me, that's my cell phone. Every brand of AK mag that I have tried in it has worked great. As far as what it shoots, mine shoots around the neighborhood of about 350, 360, something like that, which is it's fine for me. I'm not the kind of person that needs like to be shooting close to 400, which is the limit here in Oregon. I'm fine shooting 350, 360. You know, it gets me through the day just fine. One thing that may bug you though. Yeah, this little sling mount right here is unbelievably noisy, and it flops around like crazy. So you do have a few options with this. It is removable. I have not tried it, but it is removable, and I do not want to do that yet because I like my guns intact. The thing you can do, if you happen to have paracord around, you know, just wrap paracord around that. You know, it'll silence it, or black electrical tape will do the job just the same. I had some on here and it was working. I took it off just so you could understand the loudness of it. Oh yeah, also the handle is plastic, forgot to mention that. I have not cracked open the gearbox personally. I have seen it done though, and it's not the worst I've seen get into it, but I just don't prefer working on these guns. Battery compartment, button back here, spring loaded, lifts up on its own, which is great unless you forget that it's spring-loaded, in which case you're going to whack yourself in the jaw like I did. That was a lot of fun. Texas stick battery. Goes in, slot right there, slides right in, plug it in, pop that down. Couldn't be simpler. Stock is collapsible. Button on the left side of the gun. Press that in. Stock folds over, locks in place. One issue with that, though, is you can either have a folding stock or a scope mounted to your gun, as the scope mount is right there, which is covered up when you fold the stock. So you can't have both, which is a bit of a downfall, and that's not necessarily a downfall of Echo 1, that's just the way this gun was made. If I had to rate this gun, I would probably actually give it probably an 8 out of 10. Just, I mean, minor things do take away from it for me. I mean, just the fact that I had a bit of a issue with the front end already, with the front sight, just kind of broke my heart a little bit. And also I'm just a little bit biased. I'm not the biggest AK fan, But 8 out of 10, mostly for the fact that performance is fantastic. It sounds amazing. I'm going to post some videos of what it sounds like here in a bit. Also, unintentional, but when I got this gun, it did have a bit of an issue with the selector switch. Basically, this was safety, this was safety, and this was safety. So that's why we actually had to get down to the gearbox. We had to figure out what was going on in there. So now, there's an interesting modification to it, just temporarily until I can get it to a proper airdsmith who knows what the heck he's doing, unlike me. This is full auto, this is full auto, and this is full auto, which is fine. I just am careful as all hell around this thing. But again, this gun feels amazing. It has really good weight to it. I'd say it's probably like 7 to 8 pounds or something like that. I don't even mind the plasticky front end here. I mean, you can switch it out, it's possible. You just gotta be really careful. You take the flash hider off, this slides off, and then the bottom and top of the front handguards do pop off, and there are replacements for them. You can get a wood front end, which you can find them. They're around. If anyone actually has a link to them, that'd be great. I just haven't really gotten around to looking into them to see if I want to get them on here, just because I'm fine with the plastic for now. Yeah, those are my overall thoughts on this thing. Performance is fantastic. Feels really, really great. Composition of the metal is so-so, but it is still going to hold up so long as you get a very non-crappy version of the front end here. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this gun. I would definitely give it my recommendation, and yeah, a great gun for a veteran player to pick up just for something different. Or if you're kind of like me, you don't like AK-47s, they're just they're too bulky, you know, I think they're too standard, there's nothing really exciting about them. I definitely prefer the 74u over the 47. It's just more compact. I think there's a lot more going for it. I don't know, there's just something about it. I would even say it's just like, it's almost like it just has a better personality. It wants to have more fun. The 47 just doesn't really do that for me. Yeah, fantastic gun. Definitely get a hold of one if you're looking for something new. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks very much, guys, and I will see you shortly.